One trade, one signing, one phone call from a front office. That is all that stands between a good playoff team and the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Look at how fast the league is changing. The New York Knicks just took over the basketball world by winning the 2026 championship. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs are officially a powerhouse, and the Oklahoma City Thunder are right on their heels. The margin for error in today's NBA is razor thin. But right now, as we head into the heart of the offseason, there are 5 specific teams that are genuinely one move away from the NBA championship. We aren't talking about major rebuilds, we're talking about the final piece of the puzzle. Let's break down exactly what they need and the realistic targets that could change everything. First up, the Boston Celtics. 2 years ago, they won it all. Last season, they won 56 games, but Jason Tatum's brutal Achilles injury exposed a massive reality. Under the new restrictive CBA tax rules, their bench depth has taken a massive hit after moving guys like Jrue Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Jaylen Brown carried a massive load, but to get back to the mountaintop, they desperately need an elite, cost-effective playmaker or reliable reserve big man who can stay healthy. A realistic target is to keep an eye out for Naz Reid if Minnesota shifts their roster, or an aggressive push for a veteran wing on a team-friendly deal like Bogdan Bogdanovic. If Boston can shore up their rotation without triggering a luxury tax disaster, they're right back in the driver's seat. Team number 2, the Miami Heat. Miami has been a lethal playoff threat for years, but let's be honest, they're missing that true MVP caliber offensive engine to pair next to Bam Adebayo's elite defense. They have the culture, they have the coaching, but they lack pure, unadulterated star power. The rumors are screaming one name right now, Giannis Antetokounmpo. With Milwaukee sitting outside of true contention and Giannis looking for titles, Miami is heavily involved in the sweepstakes. If Pat Riley pulls off a blockbuster trade for Giannis, the Heat instantly become a championship favorite. Next up, the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder are already terrifying. They have a brilliant young core, a massive treasure chest of draft picks, and they enter every single year with massive expectations. But if you watch them closely in the postseason, their biggest flaw glared bright: physical interior presence and veteran rebounding. Chet Holmgren is amazing, but he needs muscle next to him when banging with elite centers. OKC doesn't need to overpay for a superstar. They need a high-impact, physical enforcer. A realistic trade target is Jarrett Allen from Cleveland, or using their draft capital to trade for someone like Bobby Portis. If Milwaukee blows it up, adding a rugged rebounder locks down the West Conference for them. Team 4, the Denver Nuggets. When you have Nikola Jokic, your championship window is wide open by default. But Denver's biggest issue since their 2023 ring has been a completely stagnant bench and a lack of consistent, dynamic perimeter shooting. Teams are completely selling out to stop Jokic and Murray because the Nuggets' secondary spacing hasn't been lethal enough. Denver needs a dangerous plug-and-play spacer. Look for them to explore or trade for someone like Kevin Huerter, or look at a sign-and-trade option to bring in a veteran sharpshooter like Malik Beasley. Give Jokic one more elite shooter to kick the ball to, and Denver hoists their trophy again. And finally, our wildcard team that is shockingly close, the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte was one of the most improved teams in the entire league last year, skyrocketing to 44 wins. LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller have turned this franchise around, but they are missing that veteran all-star caliber big man to anchor the paint and give them playoff legitimacy. The Hornets have been heavily linked to Domantas Sabonis. If Charlotte can construct a trade package utilizing their 2026 first-round draft picks to land a high-IQ, elite rebounding big like Sabonis, they don't just make the playoffs, they instantly vault into the upper echelon of the Eastern Conference as legitimate dark horse contenders. Which of these 5 teams do you think is closest to winning it all? Is there a team I missed? Let me know in the comments below. Smash that like button and subscribe for more NBA offseason breakdowns. See you next time.